Imagine lying in bed beside your partner, the silence between you, not the comfortable kind, but a chasm filled with unspoken words. You scroll through your phone, they stare at the ceiling, and the distance feels heavier than the darkness. How did you get here? The love is real, the commitment unwavering, yet something vital is missing. The electric pulse of true emotional intimacy that once made your hearts beat in sync. You ache to break through the surface-level routines, the "how was your day?" exchanges that leave you both starved for more. What if I told you that the secret to unlocking that vault of profound connection isn't grand gestures or expensive dates, but a single, courageously crafted question? A question so potent it could dismantle walls built over years, revealing the raw, beautiful core of the person you chose to love. Picture this. One conversation that doesn't just scratch the surface, but plunges into the depths of their soul, reawakening forgotten dreams, fears, and desires. The kind of conversation that leaves you both breathless, hearts wide open, remembering why you fell in love in the first place. That's not a fantasy. It's a possibility waiting on the tip of your tongue. And in this video, we're diving headfirst into the art of crafting those world-shifting questions. But first, let's unravel why you're here. You didn't click on this video for shallow advice. You're here because you feel that quiet hunger for a love that feels alive. A partnership where you're not just seen, but deeply known. Maybe you've tried date nights, gifts, or vacations only to find the emptiness creeping back in. The truth is, emotional distance isn't a sign of failing love. It's a cry for intentional, fearless vulnerability. And it starts with the words you dare to speak. By the time we're done, you'll possess not just a list of questions, but the master key to a love story that feels like coming home every single day. Stay with me, because what comes next will redefine how you connect forever. I promise you this, before this journey ends, you'll hold in your hands the power to transform ordinary moments into extraordinary emotional revelations. You'll discover how to ask questions that don't just elicit answers, but ignite seismic shifts in your relationship. Questions that peel back layers, expose tender truths, and weave your souls closer than ever before. Imagine sitting across from your partner, watching their eyes light up with the thrill of being truly understood, as they share a hidden dream or a long-buried fear they've never voiced aloud. Picture the warmth flooding your chest as you realize this is it. This is the connection I've been craving. We're not just skimming the surface, we're diving into the sacred mechanics of emotional alchemy, where words become bridges and silence becomes communion. You'll learn why most couples stumble at the edge of vulnerability and how to step over that threshold with grace, creating a sanctuary of trust where defenses crumble and hearts bloom. This isn't about interrogations or rehearsed scripts. It's about unlocking the language of the heart, a language that turns whispers into roars and strangers into soulmates. And the best part? You won't need grand gestures or perfect timing. These questions work in stolen moments, over morning coffee, during a walk, or in the quiet before sleep. So breathe deep, lean in, and trust this process. The love you've dreamed of is closer than you think, and it all begins with the courage to ask. Welcome to the Romance Zone, your sanctuary for love that doesn't just survive but thrives. Here, we believe passion isn't a spark to chase, but a flame to nurture. One intentional conversation, one vulnerable moment, one transformed relationship at a time. I'm your guide, a fellow traveler on this path to deeper connection. And this channel is our shared space to explore the raw, beautiful, messy truth of modern love. We're not about quick fixes or glossy illusions. We're about real tools for real hearts, grounded in psychology, storytelling, and the timeless wisdom of choosing each other day after day. If you're yearning for a love that feels like safety and adventure all at once, you're home. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because what you're about to discover in this video is just the beginning. We pour our hearts into every piece of content to light your way, and your support fuels this mission. Tap like if you're ready to reignite your emotional bond, and let's build this community of brave lovers together. Now, back to your transformation. Remember that promise? We're about to make good on it. But first, let me show you, not just tell you, how deep questions can resurrect even the weariest love through a story that might feel achingly familiar. Stick with me until the end, because what awaits is the key to unlocking a lifetime of closeness. Let me take you to a rainy Tuesday evening in the life of Eleanor and Marcus. Married 11 years, they were the couple everyone admired. Successful careers, a cozy home, polished holiday photos. But behind closed doors, they were drowning in silence. Their conversations had dwindled to logistics, grocery lists, meeting schedules, whose turn it was to walk the dog. The laughter that once echoed through their halls had been replaced by the hum of separate screens, separate worlds. One night, after another dinner of clinking forks and stifled yawns, Eleanor broke. Tears welling, she whispered, "Do you ever miss us?" Marcus froze, not with defensiveness but with relief. That question, raw and unscripted, was the first stone thrown into the stagnant pond of their marriage. It led them to a pact: no more small talk after 8 p.m. Instead, they'd ask one real question each night, not "how was work?" but "what moment today made you feel most alive?" Or, "if you could heal one childhood wound of mine, what would it be?" The first week was agony. Awkward pauses, diverted eyes, answers that felt like rehearsals. Marcus asked, "What's a dream you've buried because of me?" Eleanor admitted she'd abandoned her art studio, fearing it seemed frivolous. He hadn't known. He thought she'd outgrown it. The next day, he cleared the garage, hung her canvases, and said, "Show me your world." That garage became their sanctuary. Nights turned into shared confessions. Marcus's terror of failure, Eleanor's grief over a miscarriage she'd never named. They wept over old scars and giddy dreams, opening a bookstore, sailing the Greek Isles, adopting a rescue dog named Socrates. With every question, they chipped away at the armor. Vulnerability became their dialect. One question, "When do you feel most loved by me?" revealed Marcus craved handwritten notes, while Eleanor longed for silent walks holding hands. They learned intimacy isn't about being identical, it's about decoding each other's unique emotional blueprint. The lesson? Deep questions are lifelines, not miracles. They work because they signal, "I choose to see you, not just coexist with you." Eleanor and Marcus didn't avoid conflict. They navigated it with questions like, "What does my apology need to sound like for you to feel heard?" Their story teaches us that love stagnates not from lack of feeling, but from fear of diving beneath the surface. Now, for you, start tonight. Before bed, ask one question that matters, not as an interview, but an invitation. Try, "What's something you've never told me about your first heartbreak?" Or, "Where do you feel our connection strongest?" Then, listen, not to reply, but to absorb. Silence your inner critic, amplify your curiosity. If tension rises, breathe and reflect. What I hear you saying is, "This isn't a performance, it's practice." Some nights will feel like revelations, others like fumbles. That's okay. The magic is in the trying, the tending, the relentless return to each other's inner worlds. Your love story is waiting beneath the rubble of routine. Dig. Thank you for gifting us this time, for choosing to invest in the heartbeat of your relationship. If this resonated, pay it forward. Smash that like button, share this with anyone craving deeper love, and subscribe to The Romance Zone. Your engagement writes our next chapter. Tell us in the comments, what question will you ask your partner tonight? We read every word, and your journey inspires us. Remember, love isn't a destination, but a daily act of courage. Those questions, they're your compass. Keep asking, keep listening, keep choosing each other. Until next time, this is The Romance Zone whispering, you are worthy of a love that feels like sanctuary. Come back anytime you need reminding.